Hello, raise your hand if you like to eat well for a reasonable amount of euros. Today we are heading to Madrid for a culinary tour. We are going to taste the Menú del Día, the daily menu at 9 local restaurants we'd like to recommend. Hola, ¿qué tal? I am Tony Galvez from Road Trip Spain and Portugal, where we help you plan the perfect trip with practical information and insider tips. If you're not familiar with the Menú del Día, don't miss our video on the topic here on the channel. It is what we half jokingly describe as the traveler's best friend. We are going to show you what we ate at each of the restaurants. We are not going to describe the food in detail, otherwise we'd end up with a really long video. Our interest here is to give you sufficient information to be able to judge whether the restaurants we show will suit your tastes. As usual, we visited the restaurants anonymously and paid the bill from our very own pocket. We are showing the prices we paid on the day of our visit, but bear in mind, prices have been going up recently. So here are the restaurants. We've sorted them out from the least favorite to our absolute favorite in Madrid. We were hesitating about whether to include or not Café del Río on the list. The reason is that we have eaten there several times before, and on our most recent visit we felt that the quality of the food had taken a big dip. We don't think the Menú del Día of Café del Río is a memorable event. Far from it, but we have decided to keep it on the list because of its exceptional location. Eating on its terrace, overlooking the Madrid skyline, is a privilege and a pleasure. So if you're looking for a place to eat outdoors with great views, without being too fussy in the food department, Café del Río might be the place for you. was the first time we visited Marina Ventura, a very nice restaurant. We recommend it to anyone who wants to order a rice dish. The menu of the day always includes a dish made with this ingredient, be it a paella or any other rice dish. The first courses and the desserts were quite average, but the rice dish justified the experience. And another restaurant that specializes in rice. It is a little out of the way, but has a menú del día with a different proposal from the others in this video. The menu includes just the one course, an individual rice dish, plus drink, bread and dessert. So for all of you who ask where to eat a good paella, this could be the place, with the advantage that the paella is served in an individual pan. Two people can order two different rice dishes. As in the case of Marina Ventura, the dessert is not worth mentioning. We've already eaten several times at the Pazo de Lugo. The last time we went there, we had the impression that the dishes had shrunk and the price had gone up. Even so, we think it is an excellent option for those in the Atocha, Reina Sofia or Lavapiés area. The food is delicious with many Galician recipes that you won't find in other restaurants. Be sure to order the filloas stuffed with cheese. Delicious. The restaurant serves a very good half menu because it includes everything except the first course. You pay a half menu and you get the second course, drink, water, dessert and coffee. Excellent. We were positively surprised by La Charca's Menú del Día. It is not cheap, but we felt that the quality and quantity of the food justified the price, considering that it's in a part of Madrid where it's not very easy to find a recommendable Menú del Día. As it is in a strategic location close to the Plaza de España and not far from the Royal Palace, it can be a good place for your lunch. enjoy the Menú del Día Cinco de Tirso, which is in a very lively region of Madrid. The menu has quite a few appetizing options with tasty, creative and very well served dishes. The rib of beef in particular was spectacular. We are keen to return to try other dishes on the menu, and we will certainly do so on a future visit to Madrid. Yerbabuena is an excellent vegetarian restaurant in a very central location, very close to the Plaza Mayor and the San Miguel market. This is the second time we've eaten there, and we can say without any doubts that the food is delicious, with a carefully crafted presentation and a show of flavors. We were just not very enthusiastic about the desserts, which were a little too sweet for our tastes. It is worth noting that the dishes come with a lot of food, so the half menu option, which includes a main course, drink and dessert, can be very good for those who don't eat much. Our second favorite Menú del Día in Madrid is in Barrio de las Letras. It's a very nice restaurant with many options on the menu, almost all of them Galician specialties again. Terramundi stands out because it also offers Menú del Día during the weekend for a little more money, and also at dinner time a few days of the week. We visited for the first time VQ, celebrity chef Sergio Arola's restaurant, and we loved it. It is probably the best Menú del Día we've eaten in Madrid for a fair price and serving delicious food. Instead of offering the traditional first and second course structure, the menu includes 2 starters and a main course. It is important to note that drinks are not included in the price of the menu, but it is still very worthwhile. The restaurant is very small, so it is essential to book in advance. In fact, that's a piece of advice that applies to almost any restaurant in Madrid. And well, we hope we've shared some valuable ideas for your meal in Madrid. If you want to recommend a menu of the day in the city, take advantage of the commentary box to do so. You will see next on the screen a video in which we put everything you need to know if you are planning to visit Madrid. From how to get there, when to go, what the weather is like, how to get around, which places you shouldn't miss and which are the best trips, as well as talking about food. Don't miss it. Até mais, hasta la próxima, see you soon!